Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron. Man, I'm waiting for a drink. Big day today. But first, let me throw on a random hat. This one's laying there. We'll go with that guy. Monumentous day. First off, the Wisconsin Supreme Court's having a big vote today. Turnout is high. Hopes are also high. It's going to turn out well. But the other news, I don't know if you heard this, but the last guy that used to be president, that orange one, got arrested today and went in front of a judge to hear his charges. And just saying that out loud brings a big old smile to my face. This is normally where I'd have a drink breakdown, but I don't have a drink yet. But I'm getting to it. Let me get to it. See, if you went on Twitter years ago when it became patently obvious that all the criminality surrounding the orange guy was going to come crashing in, I made a bunch of beers and put sticky notes on them. They were set for each event that was coming up, such as Michael Cohen getting arrested, Michael Cohen flipping, Jeff Sessions being removed as Attorney General, Manafort going to jail, and then the one that I loosely titled Dipshit Goes Down. Let me show you. That is this beautiful bastard right here. Dipshit Goes Down is in fact in a gold foil bottle. This is the very last bottle of my very first batch of White Whale Ale. This is a pineapple and saffron ale. Fantastic. I've never been able to replicate it. And this symbolizes the last 19 ounces or some such thing. Some weird metric conversion since it's a European bottle, but I have been waiting. Indictment didn't count for me, but formally being arrested, mugshotted, fingerprint, and charged, that's a Dipshit Goes Down. So I'm gonna have to open this guy after many, many years and enjoy it. But first, let me temp this. We'll get out the handy dandy temp gun. I've had it sitting out a while. Looks like we got about 40, 45 down at the bottom. More like 47 up by the neck, so I let it sit too long. This thing was a greasy 36 when I brought it out of the fridge. So I'm losing the cold goodness. But I want to do this. I want to do this properly and correctly. So I have fetched the beer hammer. Yes, for all your beer opening needs. This is... oh my god, that smells delightful. This might be one of the better beers I have ever made. Well, let's see how she pours. Look at that, light, golden. The carbonation is strong. You want that to release. You don't want to, if you do a slow pour and all that carbonation that I just let loose doesn't get released, it releases in your stomach. And that makes everything expand and you do a whole bunch of burps and it's not great. But, you know what? While I let that settle, a better way to top that than with some orange peel. That one is just for effect, but let's get another fresh one on there, huh? So, we'll have to, oh yeah, release that citric acid. I mean, I don't think it's gonna pair as well as with the Blue Moon, but hey, it said it's relevant. So we're gonna orange that up. And the horns are going to rise as I take my first drink of a 5-plus-year-old beer. Oh wow. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think I've gotten worse as I've started brewing. Maybe I need to just shift it down and make a couple batches a year and not get all fancy with it. I think the message was delivered in this one delicious beer. You'll notice though, and the camera does play tricks, so this probably looks darker on the camera, but that is a light yellow, maybe just a slight orange hue. I'm guessing all the saffron has settled down, so maybe when I polish this up, well, let's do it now. Let's not much left in the bottom. You see there is a little more haze now. We got some sediment out of there. Ah, there I see a piece of saffron floating. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if the flavor of the beer changes any. Oh. Yeah. That's a very different beer. It's got a little bit more bitter to it, but it's not a hop like bitter. Saffron does something a little different. But it pairs real well with that pineapple that I just get a little bit of the pineapple in the finish. The saffron bitter kind of gets you up front, but it finishes a little sweeter. Oh, now I know why this is maybe the best beer I've ever made. Third Generation Brewing, White Whale Ale has never been on tap. I need to be doing that. Oh, yeah. This was worth the wait on this beer. I said, if I were a well-produced show, this is where I would cut in with a picture of my tweet that shows all the bottles with all the labels. Yeah, we're not doing that. So picture it in your mind. There's a bunch of different bottles of varying sizes and shapes and widths and colors, including a green one. And they all got post-it notes, little sticky notes on front where I wrote a corresponding event. Picture that in your head. And now picture this is the last one of them. We've gone through all the events. I feel pretty good. I'm saving the fireworks for a little bit later. We're going to wait until we get some returns on the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. But I anticipate that coming shortly, and I anticipate it being heavily positive news. So, fireworks at the ready. We're going to launch some bastards. I guess bastard. I got one. It's really old, not as old as the beer was, and I haven't been saving it for this, but when I realized there was also old explosives to go with old beer, I thought, why not? Why the hell not? Let's have at it. So, what's gonna happen once it gets a little bit darker? Oh man, I had promised to share this beer with some people, but I ain't got time for that. Ooh-wee, that is amazing. Like I said, the very last bottle from the very first batch, which was an accidental beer. It's like I just drank a unicorn. That's how I feel. Like there's just a couple unicorn chops left, and now I've been filled with regret. Like, oh, it was delicious and it's filled my belly, but what have I done? It's like I smoked the Mona Lisa. So now we're at the point where it would be sacrilegious and blasphemous to waste it, right? And now I gotta show respect and finish every last drop of the White Whale Ale. Ooh, that there's some alcohol content. Ooh-wee. Yeah. That was an enjoyable beer. I like to maybe had it there a little bit colder and sample that and let it warm up. That's a beer that actually I think taste opens up a little bit as it gets just a little bit warmer. Not warm, but you know, in those mid 40s there, I think, pushing 50. You get some of them notes. It's an industry term. Love the 1910 Fruit Gum Company on the platter. We're playing a new game where I'm trying to see how obscure I can get and still get a copyright violation. I do anticipate that I will get one from this. We'll see. The algorithm's going to pick up the sound of this through my talking and retroactively come back and say I done a bad thing and flag me for copyright. But what can you do? You can just get a little more obscure, see what happens. So, for Drinks with Ron, I'm Ron on this monumentous occasion. signing off.